John Bunyan, baptized 30 November 1628 and died in 31st August 1688, was an English writer and Puritan preacher best remembered as the author of the Christian allegory The Pilgrim's Progress, which also became an influential literary model. In addition to The Pilgrim's Progress, Bunyan wrote nearly 60 titles, many of them expanded sermons. What is sermons? In the later video, I told that uh, about this topic. Bunyan came from the village of Elstow near Bedford. He had some schooling and at the age of 16 joined the parliamentary army during the first stage of the English Civil War. After 3 years in the army, he returned to Elstow and took up the trade of tinker, which he had learned from his father. He became interested in religion after his marriage, attending first the parish church and then joining the Bedford meeting, a nonconformist group in Bedford, and becoming a preacher. After the restoration of the monarch, when the freedom of nonconformists was curtailed, Bunyan was arrested and spent the next 12 years in prison as he refused to give up preaching. During this time, he wrote a spiritual autobiography, Grace, abandoning to the chief of sinners, and began work on his most famous book, The Pilgrim's Progress, which was not published until some years after his release. Bunyan's later years, in spite of another shorter term of imprisonment, were spent in relative comfort as a popular author and preacher and pastor of the Bedford meeting. He died aged 59 after falling ill on a journey to London and is buried in Bunhill Fields. The Pilgrim's Progress became one of the most published books in the English language. 1600 edition having been printed in 1938, 250 years after the author's death. Bunyan is remembered in the Church of England with a leisure festival on 31st August. Some other churches of the Anglican Communion, such as the Anglican Church of Australia, honor him on the day of his death, 31st August. His notable works, The Pilgrim's Progress, The Life and Death of Mr. Badman, and The Holy War. These three is his notable work, and we need as experience must know about authors and authors important works. And that's why in the next video I upload the summary of the three notable works, or you can uh, read your own. And his genre basically Christian allegory, sermons, Socratic dialogue, and poetry. If you anyone know about what